Good morning. I'm currently in Ferset, just at the top of Loch Treig. I'm about to do the 2 Munros on the, let's get this right, on the west side of Loch Treig. So I can't pronounce the names yet, but I'll try and get them. So I'm just looking for the right spot to head off, to head up the Munros. Let's just check the map before I go any further. Yeah, ways to go. But I was in a bit of a quandary last night because the Met Office was saying it was going to be foggy and horrible, and Mountain Forecast was saying clear skies, clear summits, and it's going to be nice. And as you can tell by the weather, looks like Mountain Forecast has won so far. But that's not to say anytime soon that the weather won't change. But I'll bring you back when I'm starting to head up the mountain and show you some of the mountain views. So you walk up past some of these farm buildings here, and then from the routes that I've found on Loch Islands and Munro book, I've got you head up here. So seems to be a little building. It's called sheepfolds on the map. You head up this track and then make your way at the first Munro there, and then your way across to the second, which is just slightly in the tops of the clouds just now, and then back down. I think you come out pretty close to here. It's a bit nice circular route. It says it takes about, well, on my Ordnance Survey hiking app, it says it takes about it should take about 5 hours and 11 minutes. But with a little bit of messing around, I'm sure it'll take a bit longer. And on day 2 of hiking, on these hiking trips, legs are always a little bit more. Well, they're always slower than they are on the first day anyway. But it's nice to get a view over to the Essayans that I did last month. They were a bit claggy last time I was here, so nice to see them. Hopefully I can get some views over to them from these 2 Munros. Nice. I always like to get pictures of the Munros I've done. So anyway, I'll stop yabbering on and I'll pick you back up when I'm further up. So sun's still out, which is good. I'm about, I think about 600 meters of elevation. Let's double check. Yeah, about 600 meters of elevation, and I'm just about to head between there. You can see a faint path just running up there. That's the way I've got to go. First Munro is 976 meters. So it's not too, what's that, 376 to go. It's not too bad. I lost the path a bit. I think I picked it back up again, this faint one here. But it's better than the other bashing I've been doing. So it's just been doing a bit of navigation to make sure I'm going the right way. But yeah, like I said, heading up there, and then I'll pick you back up when I'm a bit higher up. It's pretty windy, but I'm not complaining. There's still blue skies, there's still views. The tops do seem like they're kissing the clouds, some of them. So there's the second Munro there. It's still in the clag a little bit at the top. So I'm just hoping that it doesn't stay that way the whole time. and just come up this steep section here, hit the snow line. I think once I get past these rocks I should get a bit of a view to the first peak, which isn't a Munro. It's about 890 something, and then it's just the ascent up to the actual Munro. These are gorgeous today. Someone else doesn't make it out in a red jacket picking their way up as well. There's Loch Treig, and there's the side of the Essenes. Gorgeous. Right, I'm going to crack on, try and get myself some views. I need to put the camera away so I don't slip anything on this. Can't quite see the first Munro yet, but there's the second. Chno Dearg. I don't know how to say it properly. It doesn't look stunning. This is a little bit more to go up here. I keep saying that, but just a little bit more. Yeah, glad I got some views of the second Munro. At least if it's from far away, I'll take it just now. Let's get cracking. I've had to layer up a bit more as the wind chill is killing us, but I finally got the first view of the first Munro. I don't think you can see the summit, but that's I think the final pool, and the summit's just a little bit further along. But I can see the Essenes now, looking stunning. That's what I did last month, did them too. So come back. I'm going to carry on, keep moving, keep the body warm. Right, this should be the final pool now. Just this last lump. It's just up there. And there's the second Munro. Down. It's been a fairly relentless slog coming up here, but it hasn't been terrible. The Essenes are clearing a bit more now. Looking amazing. Definitely had more snow when I was on them a month ago. I keep seeing mountain hares, the white coloured hares. Seem to be running around here a lot. That's me approaching the summit now, and it is the summit just up there. Incredible views. It's been a really enjoyable hike up here. A bit of a wet slog to begin with. Lower down. And a bit pathless. Probably pathless because I lost the path, but still enjoyable. The hike up here has been good. Nice scrambly in some little bits. Navigate your way through big rock faces. It's been pretty good. So I'm going to concentrate on this last little bit and I'll bring you back at the top. That's me on the summit. There's a summit cairn. Right, let's find out what this is called and see if I can pronounce it. Stob, Coire, Sgriodain. Probably butchered that. But that's Munro. It's 979 metres. And what views! It's Loch Treig, the Essenes. That's the way they came. And that's the second Munro, Chno Dearg. So that's a bit there. It's a bit of a walk, but I'll start heading over soon. Have a bit of a break here, have something to drink, maybe some bite to eat, and then get cracking. I don't want to linger around too long as it's very windy and you just end up getting cold. But it is gorgeous. I'll take some photos and then I'll catch up as I'm heading off. I'm making my way down off the first Munro. It's very, very windy, so I'm speaking dead close to the mic. I'm just picking my way down here and then heading over to the second Munro, which is clagged in now. So I'm hoping with this wind it blows off, because it has been blowing on and off since I've been walking over. Just come from that direction, and I'm now following this around and up to the summit. Look at these. Oh, it's wild. It's also beautiful. And not a place to get caught if you don't have the right players with you. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. Keep moving, keep warm, and hopefully go over there and there's no cloud on there. It's not cloud, not too fun though. They've stayed over there the whole day so far, so fingers crossed they stay there. I've seen some ptarmigan and wild hare today, which has been interesting. Nice to see the wildlife out and about. I don't often see the hare, but it's cool to see them. Right, I'm going to put my clothes back on and keep moving. Nearly on the summit on the second Munro, Chno Dearg, and it's just up there. I don't know if you can see it, but the Met Office is one on this one. Although there's some blue sky, I doubt it's going to drop. But yeah, I don't think I'll be getting any views from the top of this one. But it's been a nice steady walk over here. Nothing too difficult after getting off the first Munro. I can just make out the summit cairn over there. Don't know if it's visible on the GoPro, but I'm nearly there. Gosh, it's wild up here. Again, I don't think I'll be hanging about up here. Find the sheltered spot near the cairn, check in with everyone, and head off. It's just about to hit 12 o'clock as well, so just lunchtime. Maybe grab a bite when I'm a bit further down and out. There we go, should be able to see it now. I'll have 130 less to do. There we go. Right, I think down there should be out of the wind. As we're making my descent down, and it appears just as I've come off it's clearing up a little bit up there, but hey, can't complain too much for strong wind. So I'm just following everyone else's footsteps down. You can just see that little building right in the centre of the screen. There's a little walk to the left of it, but yeah, that's what I'm heading back. So I'll maybe pick you up a bit further down, but the worst of this one. But it's been a good, very straightforward day so far, but really enjoyable. I'm out of the snow line and into the tusky grass now and heather, and I haven't picked up a path yet, so I'm just going to pick my way through between the driest bits of it and the wettest bits of it, sometimes successfully, but it's fairly straightforward. Even just walking on this, you can still navigate your way down. There's plenty of landmarks to head for. So. Yeah, the summit's back in the cloud again. There's the summit of the first one. That's the direction I'm heading. Now I'll pick you back up a bit further down. Still haven't stopped for lunch. I was going to have some on the top, but it was just too windy and freezing, and it's just, yeah, didn't fancy it. So I'll maybe try and find somewhere a bit more shelter down there and stop for a bite. Speak to you in a bit. nearly back in the building, the farm buildings. I did eventually pick up a decent trail. It just seemed to be overgrown with all this grass. You could see the indent of it, just like there. And also, I'm just going to follow one of the streams that come down off the Munro. Try not to trip up on this. So, should only be about 20 minutes now when I get back to the car. So instead of finishing the video then, I'll just finish the video now because it's just walking through the little small town verset or village or hamlet or whatever it is with a few farm buildings. So I really enjoyed these 2 Munros. Did them in some pretty good time as well, which I'm pleased about. It said 5 hours 11 minutes on coordinate survey maps, and I think I'm going to be not far off that when I finish. And I've taken a few breaks, so I was obviously moving at a decent pace. But again, fairly straightforward Munros. The ascent up the first one had some interesting rock formations that could be a little bit scrambly. They were alright, didn't need to really get my hand to rock at all, but had to think about which bit I was going to go up or choose my route well. But I enjoy that sort of stuff. So, and then the second one was just once you got past a bit of bouldery field, to be honest, it was a lovely walk over. Kind of reminds me of the Cairngorm Massives, where you just walking on the top of plateaus. So, and then the hike down was alright. Did get very boggy for a bit. There's not real much paths that I could find. I think this made it harder because it was covered in snow for some of it, so if there was a path, I couldn't see it to begin with. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got this far, you're not being bored. And I appreciate everybody who likes and watches the videos, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.